right. So I am Rashad. I am from Alabama and I am a brand designer. I do voice acting and also I do a little behind the scenes in film. And yeah, I'm pretty much, all around creative. I do dabble in podcasting just a little bit. But yeah, anything creative, I've probably tried it. So
Awesome. So, digging into our first conversation. So the title of this episode is Your Body Never Lies. So, to you, like, what does that actually mean? Because I've noticed there's for me, I think about how, like, some people, they look absolutely perfect on paper.
mhm.
Everything checks out. They got the good job, the great conversation, they're attractive, they're kind, and yet,
Yeah,
like, the minute they like touch me, it's
baby,
like,
the energy
right.
is stank. I'll tell you that. So for me, like you're saying, like the energy can be stank sometimes. That person can be absolutely wonderful, gorgeous, beautiful, handsome, sexy, whatever you want to call them. But I'm all about energy and I'm big. I love hugs, but I'm also afraid of hugs as well because I don't like carrying other people's energies. And so, especially like at funerals or whatever, when you trying to give somebody a hug, then I'm weighing all week. I'm wearing that particular person's emotions, and I might not have even been sad. But when it comes to like a significant other and your body never lies, can I dig into a story?
Dig in.
Okay. So I had this person that I was with or whatever, and we were intimate with one another, and I blacked out. And during the act or whatever, I blacked out. And then when I woke up, I was puking. After everything was finished or whatever. He had been dabbling with other people I didn't know about. I had
Mhm.
suspected, but of course, assumptions can, be what they are. But I ended up finding out later that that's what it was. But also, he was dealing with some other issues within himself. And he was doing some drugs that I didn't know about either. But that kind of like gave me a sense of why he was being so mean to me as well. But like it was like I always felt something wrong, or I could feel his energy before he even came home. Like he'll be down the road, wouldn't tell me when he was coming home. I wasn't getting no text messages saying, "Hey, babe, I'm on the way," or anything. It was, I literally could just feel that energy coming towards me, or if he's standing over me while I'm asleep or anything, my body can tell me when something is just off around my bubble. And I hate it. I hate it, but I actually love it because it
Right.
warns you when you're in danger. But yeah, energy. That's a big topic.
Yeah. Well, and that's actually a perfect example because I've actually I'm in a lot of like women type groups, and they ask questions like, you know, why am I always feeling this kind of way or feeling that kind of way? And I'm like, you might need to check
But
in with
back up.
yourself.
Yeah, might need back off from whoever
I
you
know
around.
for me, like growing up, I had no idea what it was about people that I
Mhm.
didn't like. I just eventually adopted this thing like I don't like people, and I just stayed to myself because I didn't know how to deal with the energy. I didn't understand that I was an empath,
Mhm.
and I was always being told that I was mean, and so fine, I was just like, fine, I guess I'm mean. Like that's just who I am, and
We could be
so it
mean.
right, and so it wasn't until I hit my almost 40s that I started understanding more about being an empath.
Mhm.
And then it wasn't until like after I crossed that 40 mark, I was at this time I had been married. We had been together almost 14 years.
Mm.
And it was like after years of disconnect, like my body literally just started rejecting
Rejecting.
him. It was like when he touched me, it was just like, ew, ew,
Mm.
ew, like, don't touch me.
Same, baby. I went through the same thing with my
But
ex.
like your body was hell. It will. And if you don't listen, it's gonna be like, all right, well, I'm gonna bank this for now, but we coming back to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it definitely keeps score.
Mm-hmm. I
That's wild.
Mine got to the point where I was overly stressing so bad about being around that person that my vision started jacking up. But
Mm-hmm.
I still to this day don't understand like me going to the eye doctor and they telling me my vision is great, but I'm like, I can't see. I'm like, what are you talking about? And so like anytime I'm in the house or he's around, like I was in school at the time or whatever, I was doing like online classes for college, and I could not read what was on the screen properly. Like anything white and bright just bothered me. Like being outside, out the sun,
Mm-hmm.
white paper, like everything just became like a blur for me. And so I just sat in the dark all the time. I still do. Or whatever. Like my lights at home are always off or whatever. I have complicated migraines. And so I only have this little ring light up here on, but like those things just really bothered me when it came to having the ick with that one person. And it's crazy how that happens, that someone can just touch you or touch your chin, brush your shoulder, rub it back, say your name, text you, and you just get anxiety, phone calls, all of
Right.
it.
It's just like cringe.
Yes, it's crazy.
And our minds will try to rationalize it
Mm-hmm.
away and explain it away with all these different things, and the body's just like, all right, but
Mm-mm.
we
No.
coming back to this.
Right.
um it definitely keeps score, and it ends up storing to the point of pain, and like you said, like problems with your vision, tension in your shoulders, pain in the hips, even
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like fatigue or reoccurring infections.
Yeah.
I remember talking to a girl one time and she like couldn't understand like why she kept getting BV, and it's like
Ooh.
there's a lesson here. You might want to
Yeah.
listen to your body.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
it's and people always like the heart wants what the heart wants. Is it the heart or is it the mind?
Baby,
Because
the body.
because like your mind is really wanting this thing that your body is telling you like this ain't good for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, I've been through that as well, unfortunately. Um, so I get it.
And I think a lot of people are strangers to their own bodies, and
Hmm.
I believe a lot of that has to do with the fact that most of us aren't taught these things. Like this shit we gotta learn, like, in our 30s and 40s, like we gotta learn from trial and error.
Right.
It's like, we go through all these hard lessons. It's like, yeah, well, now I know.
Hmm.
But I feel like that has a lot to to do with it, because we're never really taught about our bodies. We're taught
Right.
what the body parts are. Maybe like you don't let people touch these parts, but
Hmm.
there's just like so much to learn about ourselves that we end up learning
Later
from
on.
like the worst situations, unfortunately.
Hmm. Yeah.
And and then there's the trauma and the conditioning and the people please and just all those things that keep us disconnected
Right.
And um I guess my next question is like, if someone is listening and they realize like, I honestly don't even know like what my body is trying to tell me, like, oh, where would you tell them to start?
To be honest, I start with my eyes. Because I know when something is wrong, my eyes can not saying that I'm gonna see everything, but you know how like when you get so overwhelmed and emotional, your eyes start to water?
Hmm.
That's how I know that something is not resonating with me, would be my eyes. Like I'm very like, as they would say, bright eyed and bushy tail. I'm very just like excited all the time or whatever, but when something's off, like I always feel like this feeling like I have to cry. And then
Hmm.
if I feel like that, I'm like, something's not right. And then also it could be your heart. Sometimes like you were saying, your body can tell. Sometimes it's your vaginal area can tell, for sure. If you're starting to smell odor that you normally wouldn't smell, especially like if it's a fishy smell, or
Hmm.
there's this liquid, what is it, ammonia or something?
Hmm.
Sometimes it can smell like that. Your vaginal odor can smell different ways, right? If it doesn't have just like no scent or just a small scent or whatever, then something's a little off. And especially when you've been contacted with a person. But yeah, definitely my eyes um have those feelings first, and I get a little tingly in my hands and body and everything too.
I guess that makes it like really important to just know your body in general, so you know when like that something is off.
Mhm.
That's for me. I don't know. I think for me, I just get like a very cringy feeling and almost like a sick in the pit of my stomach, just
Mhm.
like ugh, no, I don't like that.
Right.
I think that's probably like the first of something that I've always noticed. Like the first sign that something is not right, I just get like this sick kind of feeling in the pit of my stomach, like
Mhm.
yeah, no, it doesn't resonate.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I always tell people, conscious breathing I think helps a lot, because like the breath is the bridge between the mind and the body.
Right.
And just like taking a few minutes every day to just consciously breathe can bring you so much clarity. It like gets you from your head into your body, so you can, actually be in your body and realize like, wait, this is not right, or this is off, this is uncomfortable.
Mhm.
I feel like that's like a very essential way to just get back into your body. And I think that's another thing too, because um just trying to figure out like that relationship with your body, it's kind of hard to have a relationship with your body when you live in your head.
True.
So I think it's like really important to know how to get in your body and out of your head, because your mind will play some tricks on you.
Yes.
Your mind will play some tricks on you. There's some voices up there, they don't belong.
They're not at
And
all.
there's some that might still belong to your mama or your grandma, voices that aren't even yours, and
Oh
your
my
mind
gosh,
will
yes. Like,
will
will
play
you
some
move?
tricks on you.
Yes.
So yeah, I think it's probably like so important to learn how to just to be present in your
Yeah.
body.
Mhm.
And another thing, I'll be interested like your perspective on like intuition versus anxiety.
Ugh.
I feel like that's a struggle point for a lot of people.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, which is understandable, because again, especially when you're in your head, like your anxiety will like feed you all kind of stories.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So how do you think one would go about like telling the difference? Like how does that work for you?
So when I have anxiety, my my emotions are all over the place. And so everything bothers me once I have the anxiety over something. And like I said, there's voices in your head, and then you start making up scenarios and all of the things. And so intuition is just more calm and more like something's not right. I'm paying attention to the signs. I'm paying attention to how you're moving. I feel like something is there. I'm not gonna bring it up just as right now, but I'm taking notes. But anxiety is kind of like, no, we got this going on, and you know it, and it's gonna take,
Right.
it's kind of like having the little devil and the little angel on you. The anxiety
That's actually a
versus
really good way to describe it. Yes.
the intuition, because intuition is definitely like you got like a little hey, hi, there's something not right here. But
Right.
anxiety is definitely all in your face, and it's like, no, this what it is. I don't care what you think. I'll rule this right now.
Yes, I love it. That's actually a perfect explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like intuition is kind of like a still and more quieter voice, and
Hmm.
yeah, and anxiety can be a beast.
Yeah. Little rambunctious thing, I swear.
Oh yes, and so we talked about just like the some of the vaginal issues that can arise when
Hmm.
somebody is not aligned, and honestly, I didn't really believe that until it happened to me.
Right.
And then I was like, oh, yeah, I guess we're gonna have to leave that alone.
Yeah.
And I
Same.
mean, and I did what most people do. I try to talk myself out of it, even though the red flags was there. And then I'm like, I'm like really bullshitting over here. And I know I'm bullshitting, like,
Yeah, sometimes we don't care. We gonna put up
right.
with the BS because it's good.
Just a little bit.
Like, I think I can handle this. It's okay.
Oh my God, yes. And it's like, again, because that's one of those things that we were never taught. And
Hmm.
like our bodies don't always respond to attraction the way that we think they do. They respond to safety
Hmm.
and
Reactions.
right and what's familiar. I think a lot of people confuse arousal and safety. Like just because
Yes.
it's arousing doesn't mean it's safe.
Right, right. I
um
can I tell you a story, another story. So
yes, absolutely.
there was this guy that I was seeing, and you know how like when you meet somebody or whatever for the first time, and you guys are he was very calming. This probably the most calming man I have ever met in my life. I absolutely loved being around him. There was something about his energy that I liked because it was calm, and I was dealing with so much chaos in my life that it painted him to be this beautiful masterpiece because it made me feel safe, and I felt safe in his arms. He made me feel just very at home, but also like, and when we were intimate with one another, it was just like, you know how like the Lucky Charms little dude be, he just be so excited, and you see the rainbows. I'm seeing rainbows, horses, unicorns, like everything you can imagine that ain't real, like when we intimate. It's like having a whole fireworks show. I'm like, what the crap is this? But there was always something still off with how I felt, but it didn't feel like that until later. And so then I end up feeling I started feeling weird about our connection. And then one day we were intimate or whatever, a couple of days later, here comes this smell. And I was like, what is that? And so, but it was me, embarrassing for one. And then
Right.
I'm like, So I'm making an excuse for myself, not realizing that it probably could have been somebody else, but making an excuse like, well, is it something that I ate? Is it something that I drunk? Like, what is this? So once again, intimate, same situation happened. So I put in my phone when I'm intimate with someone or whatever, I put a rose emoji and the little water emoji. So that keeps up with my dates, right?
Hmm.
He was the only person that I was seeing, but I was keeping up with the dates because I was trying to control the dates for like if I started smelling again, then it had to be whatever he's got going on because I'm only intimate with him.
Hmm.
And so that right there bothered me to the point I thought hair, it's not mine, it's not his, because of the type of hair that we both have, and it was mine. So somebody been in your shower. So that may be why those eyelashes were on the ground. But things like so my body had was telling me like while we were intimate, like later on that something was wrong. I felt weird or whatever. And one day I didn't feel that anymore. It was kind of just like, blah. Then I knew something changed within me on our relationship, or whatever because of that feeling. But yeah.
Wow. Yes, I definitely, I feel that story. I totally do. That because it, well, it's like once that something switches over, it's like even though we linger on for a little bit, we already know it's a wrap for you, buddy.
Yeah, yeah, we
It
know.
is a wrap
Yeah.
for you, buddy.
Yeah. You had me hooked like I was hooked on phonics, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. He had me wrapped around his fingers.
Yeah.
Not just
Hey,
one.
it we have all been there.
Yeah.
But that is about our time. But I definitely, oh, before we go, is there anything, or if there's one thing that you wish every person listening to this episode, if there's one thing you wish that they believed about their body, like what would it be?
I want you to believe that your body does not tell you a lie. People do. Doctors do. Your family do. When you're sipping, your person does. Your significant other may, but your body is not going to lie to you. If you feel something wrong, just like you have a headache, just like your eye may hurt, your teeth may hurt, your body signals exactly what's happening. Pay attention to it. Pay attention to your feelings. Pay attention to if you get those tingling feelings throughout your body. Something is off, whether it's health related, vaginal related, spiritual related, something is off and you should pay attention to it, write it down. So that way that when it come up again, that feeling, then you'll know. And especially like if you're around a person and that you felt differently, then write that down. I saw this person X amount of time on this day. Then when you see them again, if that feeling comes up again, write it again. Then you know if it comes three times a charm now. If it comes three times, then you know exactly what the problem may be.
I love that. Yes, that is sound advice. I love that.
Yeah.
Um, but okay, I thank you so much for
Oh, thank
spending time with us
you.
today. I absolutely love this conversation. I hope that all of our listeners walk away feeling a little more connected to themselves, a little more willing to trust their bodies and
Mm-hmm.
what it's been trying to tell them. And before you go, please tell everyone where they can find you, what you're currently working on, how they can connect with you. or anything else you'd like to share?
Okay, so I am Rashad. I have a website. I have two. One of them is thekrashad.com, and the other one is with my business partner, and we are tjkplus.com. Also, you can find me at Instagram at discovering_K. I have another Instagram page where I am doing voice acting or voiceovers, voice artist work, commercials, or anything else. But this is for specifically a series that I'm doing called Hood Girls Tell Stories Too. And so this is where I am narrating or I am discussing women that have urban fiction novels. And so yeah, so if you have one of those and you want to contact me, let's get an interview done or let's narrate and get your stories out there.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you again for being here and sharing your time, your story, your perspective. It's been a pleasure having you on the Badass broadcast. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was so nice meeting you.